Hi everyone, I'm back with my follow-up video on the Wen hair care line. It's been about a week since my first treatment. My first treatment was on the previous video. It was done on New Year's Eve and we're now on January 7th already. And so I've had 3 washes. Today was my 3rd wash. So second wash that I did was 3 days ago. I did everything the same as in the video. Previous to this, I did 12 pumps of the cleansing conditioner, not 16 as recommended on the paperwork. It was just a lot. My hair was saturated, so I stopped at 12. I did not do the mask on the second wash. It doesn't recommend to do it every wash. It says max up to 2 times a week, so I didn't do the mask. However, I did do the replenishing mist, left that up in a towel for a little while, and then before I blew out my hair, I applied the anti-frizz cream, and then finished it off with the gloss when my hair was dry. And then I washed my hair again right before I shot this video. The only thing I did differently today, my second wash, I felt like my hair still felt pretty dirty after I blew dry it. It wasn't the same response I had the first wash. The first wash was feeling it. Second wash, not so much. My hair still felt kind of dirty. My husband couldn't tell a difference. I think it was a personal trait. A lot of times you know when your hair is starting to need to either be up in a bun or clipped or whatever, because your roots are starting to get a little weighed down, get a little greasy, and that's how I felt it was, and it was just washed. So this time around, after doing some research online, I went ahead and applied a little bit of shampoo. I just used Garnier that I had, and I just did it to my roots. I washed just on my scalp all the way around my head. I had lather. I know that's faux pas. We're not supposed to be using lather, but I needed the lather. I washed my hair with that, and then I applied the cleansing conditioner to my whole head. I still used less pumps than recommended. I actually did I think I did 10 pumps instead of the 12 this time too. And I kind of focused more from here down on the cleansing conditioner. I didn't go crazy on my roots because I didn't want to undo what I had just done with the shampoo. Left it on for about 5 to 7 minutes and then rinsed out my hair. This time I did listen to the paperwork's advice about leaving 1 pump of the cleansing conditioner in your hair as a leave-in. 1 pump is pretty small, so I didn't make it feel like I had leftover conditioner in my hair or anything. I just did it to see if it would make a difference. Replenishing spray, left it to dry, anti-frizz cream, blew it out again, and the gloss. So I can tell you that this time around it doesn't feel like it did the second time. It feels cleaner. However, I did use the shampoo with it, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to do that every time. I really felt like my hair was just dirty. It just felt like that. So I gave it a shot. Somebody had recommended that online, and I thought it was a good idea. I didn't apply it to my whole head, just the roots. So don't tell Chaz. So what I'm gonna do is, I guess I'll give you kind of a pros and cons. The pros about the product is I think it does help your ends and everything not look so. I think it does help your ends and overall your whole hair appearance not be so untamed, so to speak. I feel like it kind of just looks very uniform. The ends look very, they hold their shape pretty well. Sometimes when I brush out my hair, even after I've blown it out, it kind of just does this frayed thing. Not doing that so much with this product. The gloss really does make a difference. It smells good. It's in fact the only product in here that I really care for the smell. It's still sweet almond mint, but for some reason it doesn't smell like the rest of the products. It smells very good. And it's not overly oily. Kind of reminds me of BioSilk, if I'm going old school. That's what it reminds me of, but it does really help with the shine, and then just as a finisher, keep everything together. The cons, it kind of is a bummer that I kind of had to play with it in order to find out what worked for me. But on the other hand, you can't really blame them. Everybody's hair is different. You're gonna have people with coarse hair, people with dry hair, oily hair, greasy hair, fine, brittle. I mean, there's just, the list goes on and on. Not to mention, I am postpartum, meaning I'm having to take prenatals to replenish everything I'm losing from breastfeeding and my body going through changes. So I'm not the typical candidate. So I think that's just gonna happen with most any product. You can try to use that as your foundation, what their recommendations are, and then just play with it. A lot of people have been commenting on my Facebook or messaging me that they had heard reports that people's hair was actually falling out from this product. We all lose hair anytime we wash our hair, blow dry it anyways, or comb it. I didn't notice an extreme amount of hair loss with this product, so I can't really comment on that. The only thing I would say is that I'm assuming, just a guess, don't shoot me, that maybe people are applying too much of the product or leaving it on for too long. Again, it did seem a little excessive to me. That's why I didn't go right to the 16 pumps. I left on the mask for 20 minutes rather than 30 minutes. I was just a little bit cautious with it, not knowing what it was going to do to my hair. And you don't really know how you're going to respond, so I think that's the way to go. Don't automatically go with the paperwork. You might want to even watch other tutorials from people that have used one product and kind of see what their hair looks like. Is it similar to yours? Is it curly? Is it straight? Blah, blah, blah. As far as the smell goes, I know I've mentioned the smell a couple times to you guys. I don't want you to be put off by ordering the product for that. Reason being is this: it does come with this little catalog, and in it shows a variety of other scents. The Sweet Almond Mint is their standard defaulted, so to speak, scent that they send you. And for the most part, every product has alternatives except for the Replenishing Mist. The Replenishing Mist is still in the Sweet Almond Mint. And the gloss, more of the styling products, the mousse, the gloss, what have you. However, the cleansing conditioner has a ton of different scents. You can see right here, you've got lavender, pomegranate, fig, cucumber, and tea tree. Same thing with the mask. There's alternative scents for the mask. There's alternative scents for the anti-frizz cream. So don't let that put you off. You just gotta find the one you want and collect them all. People have been putting on their videos that I've watched that certain smells are for certain hair types. I think that may be an opinion. I haven't found anything in the literature about that. Same pomegranate is for this or fig is for that. So it seems like it's just a smell. They all have botanicals. They all have the same thing, just a different fragrance. So I hope you found this information to be helpful. I think I'm going to be continuing to use this product for a little bit longer. Like I said, I wanted to see how it worked after 3 weeks just to get the full effect. I'm not necessarily unhappy with it. I just, had to find what worked for me, and it looks like I just have to play with it a little bit more. But overall, I was pretty happy with it. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up. However, like I said, to each his own. This is not something that you can necessarily follow the instructions on to the T. You may have to do what works for you and figure out your own little combo, so to speak. So thank you guys again for all of your support. I will be doing an upcoming video on the Conair round brush that I had used in the previous video, as requested by a number of you. And I do appreciate feedback like that. I do have a lot of ideas for other videos to do, but I would rather jump on the ideas that you guys have. That's kind of my purpose of this channel, is that I like to try things out, not just for myself, but for you guys as well. If you're like me, I don't like trying a whole lot of stuff without hearing what it did for somebody else first. So anything that you guys notice in my videos that maybe I'm not necessarily talking about, but you see that you want information on, feel free. Or if you're out and about or see infomercials or what have you and have questions, please feel free to post those things as well, and I will do my best to try to do videos and trial and error on them and give you guys some feedback. Thank you. Hope everybody's having a good New Year. God bless.